Today we're going to continue our lesson on what scientists do and how they think. We talked about last week about making a hypothesis and getting ready for your experiment. And now when you're doing your experiment, you want to make observations. You want to notice what's going on. And there's two different kinds of observations. But before we even get to that, I want to talk about what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going back to Massachusetts. My buddies from high school and I are going to go driving all the way up to New Hampshire, and we're going to go climb the tallest mountain in the Northeast, the beautiful Mount Washington. But I've never been hiking before. Have any of you been hiking? Yeah, so I guess I missed out on that memo. So I need some advice from you guys. Is there anything you notice about the mountain that, like, these, to me, it's just like, whatever, like climbing in maybe 2 hours. Yeah.
There's a lot of snow.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of snow, not just. So I probably should maybe bring a jacket. Anything else you guys notice, Laura?
It looks very steep.
Yeah, I was noticing that. Like I thought it was just gonna be less like literal stroll in the park, but it looks like there's like craters, there's cliffs, it's craggy, there's like rocks everywhere. I think I underestimated it. Is there anything else like we notice? Anything else that I might want to, what's something I would want to know about the mountain? Or if you guys were going to climb this mountain, what would you research before you climbed it? Because I need some direction. I don't know what to Google. Yeah.
Probably how tall it is.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think of that. Like it looks maybe like 2 or 3 hotels tall. Like, and the hotel's not that tall. But I should probably measure that or find out what someone measured the height to be. How long do you guys think that, like, knowing how long it's going to take me matters? Like, I think it's probably going to take an hour, maybe 2 if I'm going slow. I don't know. What's something else I might want to know? Brianna?
The weather?
Oh, yeah. Obviously, if it's snowy, the weather's kind of in question. We don't have snow down here, but then we've got snow up there. So obviously there's some temperature thing going on, the weather. There's a lot of stuff I didn't even consider that you guys really picked up on. So lucky for us, my buddy went up to New Hampshire and he found out all of the information that we need. So it takes 8 to 12 hours to climb the mountain and to descend it in total. So it's more than the 2 hours that I estimated. It's 6,300 feet tall, which you asked about, which is pretty taller. It's not 2 or 3 hotels, it's about 10 hotels. And the weather's completely unpredictable. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows, sometimes it goes rain, snow, sun, sleet, everything in between. And he took we're gonna hike tomorrow, and he said that the last 24 hours, the wind's been 25 miles per hour consistently, on average, which is pretty heavy wind, considering it's gonna be 32 degrees when I summit. But if I didn't measure this, when I reach 4,000 feet, it's almost 40 degrees. I'm going to take my jacket off, maybe stop for a picnic. 40 degrees is spring. But then I get to 32, and with 25 mile per hour winds, I'm going to be freezing. What's something I might want to bring then? Like, now that I know all of this, what's going to be my toolkit when I get on that mountain? Laura?
Enough food and water for the additional hour.
Yeah, so I can't just bring half a Cliff Bar that I was going to bring for the 1 hour trip. I probably need some sandwiches, some granola, the whole 9 yards. What's something else I might want to think about? I'm going to go to the hike-in store, pick up my gear. What's something I should get?
I bring like a jacket, some nice boots.
Yeah, like my sandals are not going to cut it on this terrain. And the jacket's going to be really key when it gets up to 25 miles per hour. So I have a confession. I'm not going to hike this mountain. I know, I lied, I'm sorry. But you guys just learned what qualitative and quantitative observation is. You just did it. When we talked about the mountain in regards to how snowy it is, how rocky it is, how dangerous it might be with the steepness, that was all qualitative. It's the quality of the mountain, what we can see, what we can sense. And it's subjective. Means what you think is rocky might be not that rocky for what Brianna says. And then there's quantitative, which is what we looked at when I sent my buddy to take measurements. They're objective. The height is 6,300 feet. The temperature is 32 degrees. those are things that are concrete that we measure, and it's a quantity. So when you think about it, you can think of the quality, like what's the quality of the object, and then what's the quantity. So it's 10 grams, 10 inches. And that will be really important in our lab today, where we are going to mix two liquids and a solid that you don't know about. So maybe you want to look at the powder and say, oh, I absorb it to be white, which would be, what type of measurement or observation would that be if I say it's white?
Qualitative.
Quantitative, exactly, it's a quality of the powder. I measure it, it's 50 grams. What kind of observation might that be?
Quantitative.
Exactly, it's the quantity of the object that I have. So that leads us right into our lesson in our lab. So please go to the lab benches, and this concludes our mini lesson intro. Thank you.